All right, we are here with Myles Amine, and we're at Dark Horse Wrestling Club out here in Saline, Michigan. So you just ran a great practice tonight. Do you want to talk a little bit about the connection or the relationship between Dark Horse and Cliff Keene or Michigan?
Yeah, I think that kind of formed in the last year and a half. Rocky, he's been kind of the glue that's held it together or brought it together, I guess. And it's been a great kind of mutual relationship right now. Having Saline High School is in our backyard. I think I drove like 8 minutes to get here, but it was kind of something that I was always curious about when I was kind of in Michigan from like 2015 to 2020. I've obviously been here for a while, but I was always curious, like, why didn't we have like a club that was right down the road from us? Because we have so many great college wrestlers, so many great senior level wrestlers, but we're traveling like 30-40 minutes at the bare minimum just to help out these other programs. So it was kind of cool that Rocky put this together, Dark Horse, and it's kind of coming in fruition now with this new facility, which I think that's a big part of it, is you kind of got to have a standalone facility, and he's done that. So I'm really excited to see the direction it takes. I didn't even know, but this is kind of their first summer session, and first year in this new facility, so it's probably only up from here.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. I saw you showing some great stuff tonight. So within the last year, last summer you went to Tokyo for the Olympics, came home with a bronze medal.
Yeah.
And then, this past collegiate season, it was your last season, and you ended up getting your 5th All-American status, which is amazing. That's a phenomenal career and everything like that. So do you just want to talk about that this past year and just kind of maybe if there were ups and downs and stuff
Absolutely.
like that?
It was a roller coaster ride. We were kind of calling it like the Michigan Wrestling Last Dance because we had so many guys that were coming back for their final year. A lot of guys we had to kind of pull out of retirement, even between Esteban and Logan, and had some transfers with Suriano and Pat Brucky. So a lot of seniors on our team, and then so it really was kind of the last hurrah for all of us, and we knew we had some firepower going into the postseason, even having some ups and downs, taking a heavy loss to Penn State, some really close dual meets throughout the season, but that month of March was a special one, and like you say, ups and downs. I mean, you go from winning the Big Tens, as a team and individually, and seeing some of the biggest moments for the guys on our team, like Will, Luan, Amine, Pat Brucky comes back, wrestles for 3rd. It was basically just overall team effort for us to win a Big Ten title. And then we go into the Nationals with high expectations, and we take 2nd as a team, but it's like a lot of us didn't reach our individual goals, and it was kind of a bittersweet thing because we knew our potential winning that Big Ten title a week and a half, 2 weeks earlier. But overall, just the experiences and the moments that we had as a team made it kind of an unforgettable season. And then, for me, I have to kind of rebound quickly from the NCAA tournament and go to the Europeans and wrestle in that 10 days later. So the month of March was pretty crazy for me, and then I won Europeans. So it was so hard because I'm like, I want to be happy because I won Europeans, but 10 days earlier, I just went through like one of the biggest heartbreaks, losing in the finals. So that's just the sport of wrestling for you, and I took, a month off, and now I'm getting ready to compete in a few weeks again. So wrestling's just a wild sport, and I've really grown to just appreciate those ups and downs and appreciate, all the moments that it brings you.
Yeah, no, it was super exciting to watch nonetheless, and especially what you said about the Europeans. I remember actually going on social media. The whole community was so just impressed, and the fact that it was 10 days later, it was super cool. So, I heard earlier you were talking about the Mediterraneans coming up,
Yep.
right? So is that kind of the next step?
Yeah, Mediterranean Games. I'll be competing at the June 27th, 28th. there'll be some tough competition there too. So Turkey will be there. Some of these like Spain, France, where if it was a Spanish or a French guy, it might not be bad, but most of these guys are Russian. So it's kind of a unique tournament, and just looking forward to competing again. That's kind of get back on track towards my international goals, and that's I think really allowed me to continue to wrestle is seeing how large or just how much more is out there and how much more there is to learn being on the senior level. I think that's really what's been eye-opening for me. So I really look forward to kind of this next cycle and this next chapter of my wrestling career.
Yeah, and we all look forward to keeping up with you and everything like that. But I appreciate you taking the time for the interview, and best of luck to you.
Thanks, Jake.
Yeah.